If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. I put my money in a strong position. They try to tell me I can't win, it's just a stupid superstition. Cause when I focus, you will notice that I'm winning. We demolish every bookie, there ain't no competition. Now listen, I would never give you shitty picks and do you wrong. Come and join the Discord, tell these bets and hit the bone. Cooking up a parlay super unders and a song. We be really winning, this ain't just to make another song. So if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we coming in and we taking all the money.
Just cash.
They can't do nothing to stop us.
Just cash.
Hey, fuck these bookies, man.
Just cash.
They wanna limit me cause I win. Label me the enemy cause all I do is win. Just give us a try, this is where it all begins. I'm not gonna lie, all I know how to do is just win. If you love making money and wanna win,
Just
they wanna
cash.
limit me cause I win.
Just cash.
If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash. Just cash.
Just cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. Love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash.
Hey, hold up. Fuck, I lost too much money on that shit. You fucking
Just cash.
Big
Yo, yo,
E.
yo.
Big E. Big E's in the house. What's up, bro? What's going on? Big E.
What's going on, everyone? How is it hanging? We are back, baby. Woo! It is Thursday. Just cash.
Hands in the air. There it is.
Little roof- raising the roof a little bit, maybe. But
Yeah.
we're back, man. Coming back after could have been a better slate, but not bad overall. Still ended up with some profits, so you can't complain there. But before we hop into it, let's do our do's and don'ts, news and notes, all that fun stuff. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Help us out. We're still almost to the road, on the road to 1K. We're so close, man. We need, I think, less than 40 new subscribers. So make sure you guys tell your family, friends, all that fun jazz. Get them in here, at least come hang out with the family. And don't forget to check out the Discord. Links down below further. 7-day free trial. We're still running that. And it's been a good month so far. So make sure you guys hop in there.
It's been a great
Join
month,
as always.
man. Hi.
By my man, the DJ, the MC. He does it all behind the scenes. Underrated.
Hi. Let me hit the button for me. Woohoo. Man, this is fun. College basketball's turning fun, guys. Turning fun, guys. We got people transitioning, pause. But I'm just saying, it's been good. It's been good. College basketball at its finest. We're finding all kinds of different things to win money. Can't be mad about that. Hey, how many likes do we have, though? Guys, where are we at? 8? Aw, shit.
Yeah, let's get a little like check in here.
Okay, guys, you know the routine. If you do not mind, please hit the like for us. We're trying to get 25 today so we can get some more people in here. We would appreciate it very much. And yeah, man, gonna go over what we did yesterday up there on the screen, I see.
Yeah, let's talk about yesterday. We definitely had a couple bad beats and a few, I think, really good reads and just ended up coming a little short. Obviously, we swept the mid-tier, so that was fantastic to see all of our, plays come through, honestly, with ease. And not only, if you guys were in the Discord, we talked about this game for Big Max. We had the triple dip trifecta. Not only did he stay under his points, he got the rebounds, and we talked about the game script for big sellers. So we wheeled all three, and honestly, that was just such an impressive read by all three of us. I mean, completely surgical.
You get the goat sound for that.
Hey, that was shout out to you, man. We talked about that under points, and even though he didn't bump back down, If you still took the 18.5, you're looking good. Personally, I took the under PA. I thought that it's going to be a little bit difficult, and they were giving him credit for 2 assists, which I did not see happening.
Yep. The unders came through. We did go off of Curtis, not in the main plays at least, because he said fuck y'all unders in the first half.
Yeah, so I mean, we got the double whammy with Curtis. Unfortunately, not only did he end up moving into the starting lineup, they had they really had to change altogether. Instead of going in with a normal big, they went with a triple guard set. And I mean, hey, if anybody goes out and goes 6 for 6 to open the game up with immediate 14 points, I mean, that is what it is. It's just unfortunate.
Right.
But had some absolute stellar ones. Talk about Big Neskovic, man, into the game, I believe, with 6 points or 4 points, something like that. Just wild overcorrection on his point prop. And I mean, honestly, that was damn near free. So that was awesome to see.
Great read. Many more to come.
And then a couple of bad beats. Braden, he hooked with 22 PA. They ended up getting up pretty hefty in the second half. He just had a really slow first half, and his assist came up short, so that was a little double whammy with him. Skillings, he had first half foul trouble, and I think he's on the coach's bad list right now. He picked up a foul to start the second half, and immediately got benched too. And after he missed back-to-back free throws down the stretch, they just did not go to him. I don't think he had one single field goal attempt in the final 4 minutes, at least 3 minutes for sure, but I think closer to 4 minutes outside of those free throws. And then RJ, he ended with 3 assists, so we got hooked there. Jeremiah Wilkerson, he actually did not start the second half. Coach was super pissed at him in the first half. Just a total bomb there. And then our big Stojakovic, he was trying, bro. We couldn't ask for any more. He went 1 of 8 in the first half. I think he ended with 4 PRA. Came alive in the second half, did a normal thing, and he ended the game with 15 PRA. So it was definitely in his wheelhouse. I think it was still the right call. And personally, we'll go right back to him the next game. I believe they're back at home. So we're going to test the waters again for that.
Yep. Hopefully they drop it a little bit too, and we'll get some good value on him. He's going to shoot, and he's going to be mad from that last game too. So that's a perfect spot to come back.
Yeah. But it is a new day, so we got a couple of new sets of plays, and I think a couple things to talk about. Honestly, I was hoping this slate as a whole was going to be a little bit better, but they were really selective with the amount of games that they actually gave us or provided. So I think going through some of the plays, we're really just going to attack where I think the value is. We're not really reaching for props. We'll see, for example, yesterday, Isaiah Jackson, thank God he got over at the last second and, got those back-to-back buckets. But that's just another player, looking at moving forward. Once they start adjusting the lines and moving stuff up, then you got to make those adjustments yourself too. So, alrighty. Well, if you're ready, sir, let's talk about a couple plays here, and then we'll get caught up on comments and questions.
Sounds good. Let's see what you got, man. You're on the turnovers today. You got 3 out of your top 5 turnovers. Let's see what you got.
And
let's see it.
You
like them too.
You're
liking them.
Wheelhouse.
Okay. Yep. That is true. That does make me like them a lot more.
All right, so let's talk about the first one. Now, I will say these are mostly in an order. I did kind of put them in a pecking order of how I felt about them. Definitely subject to change. Make sure, again, you guys mix and match. If you have Fliff, you can get all this stuff except for Garcia Fantasy on Fliff today. Again, make sure you guys straight betting as much as possible. Let's talk about Garcia real fast, because I would say this one is one that we just locked in on pure value. He did move up to 31.5 on Underdog already, so if you guys missed that, that's unfortunate. But he opened at 32.5 on PrizePicks, so I would not be surprised if he even bumps one more time on Underdog. But man, the hair, the man himself, Dawson Garcia, this dude's just been an absolute force. I'm really shocked, especially coming off of a game against Maryland, that they actually moved his props down. This guy's doing it all. The really high scoring upside. I mean, he gets to a ton of RA. We've seen that tick up lately. And he's been a stock getter. this last game, I believe, was one of the highest. Yeah, it was the highest turnover game he's had so far on the season, and he really hasn't had any back-to-back, performances like that. So I think the turnover downside is going to be pretty minimal. It's just a little off camera right there, but they're 227th in opponent turnovers, so it's nothing too crazy. Closer to the bottom middle of the half or bottom middle of the pack, and yeah, I mean, last year had a really good performance in this matchup. Not that one. Put up 31.9 fantasy, and he's been doing a lot this year. So I think that this is a really favorable line. You could still consider playing him at 31.5. I wouldn't fault you there. But we have a correlation play that I think is really strong for his positional matchup and who he's going against today. Last little notes on him. Overall matchup is nothing too crazy. I'll be totally honest with you. It is a little bit more on the bottom middle end of things. Points upside a little bit better for him, 3-point upside as well. But his on-court matchup, which we're going to talk about next, and another play is going to be Mr. Danny Wolf and this 2.5 turnovers. So this guy, Mr. Butterfingers, I mean, just absolutely turnover machine. He actually averages closer to 4 turnovers, is 3.9 on the season. And these matchups in particular, too, have been a lot of kind of middle of the pack, nothing too crazy as far as turnovers forced. He really has only played 1 or 2 teams that are inside the top 100 for turnovers caused. And today it's going to be a road game for them going up against Minnesota. And with Big Dawson, I think this is a prime spot for him to walk away with at least 2 to 3 steals, potentially. Got him penciled down for 2 and at least 1 block. But yeah, this guy, Butterfingers galore. And I think personally, we might even see a spike game from him closer to this like 5-6 turnover range. Absolutely wild that he's at 2.5 turnovers for not only the hit rating, the matchup, the pace is pretty good too. So, I mean, there's just a lot of different things going on for this, but I love this for potential game stack and correlation play.
Are you telling me that this is your E-Dog play of the day? A turnover prop?
It might be one of these turnovers, I'll be honest. This one looked extremely, extremely strong. And again, the fact that he's only played 1 team inside the top 100, I'm really curious to see how this pans out.
Okay. 3 Butterfinger plays is all we need for Big Danny.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, hell, you can pencil him down for at least one offensive turnover. I mean, he's been doing that a lot lately too, but I mean, he throws an out of bound pass almost every single game. So if we could just get that 1 natural foul and then a turnover caused from Garcia on the other side, it'd be very tough for this to not miss or to not hit,
Alrighty. I just got to follow your lead when it comes to turnovers. I can't say much. I know you look this stuff up, and I know you know how this stuff works, so I got to roll with you. 2.5 when he averages 4. I mean, just from that, I'm like, why? You're like, shit, he should be 3.5, so I don't know why the books have him at 2.5, but books are dumb sometimes. They fuck up.
Yeah, it's honestly just, I'm hoping it's not a trap play at all, but man, everything, the stars are aligning. This guy's been doing it already this season, and the on-court matchup, I think is going to be pretty special to see. So, and you never know with these guys on the road games too. They get the stage fright sometimes early, and maybe there's a dumb turnover here or there.
I feel you. I got it in. I already locked them all in. So, people want to ride with some turnovers, put them in and check your account balance later. That's the thing, bro. Watching the games and hoping for turnovers. Which, man.
In all honesty, maybe that's why it wouldn't be my, the dog day of the play, just because it is a turnover prop. But one other prop that I want to talk about real fast. Man, they still just want to add this game back. I don't know what the hell's going on with the Northwestern. There's no news. I don't see anything being talked about or whatever, so I'm not sure what's up with that. But one play that I did feel pretty confident on today, I got to shout out the Ace. Man, Ace Bailey at 16.5 points. I believe you can really only get him on parlay play he's at 17.5 on most sites. But if you can find the 16.5, this is a really, really good discount. I mean, this guy averages 19 points already on the season. And we're going back to the Nebraska matchup. So if you guys remember, we played Purdue the last time in this 3-point up spot. Now, both Ace and both Bailey and Harper are basically the 1A, 1B in the 3-point shooting. Harper has a slightly less made and overall volume on the road, where Ace has a slight uptick. So I think we see Ace as more like the true 3-point shooter that he has been. And now that we do have Harper back, and he looks like he's fully healthy, being able to space the floor between those two guys is huge. So teams aren't just clamping down on him at the beyond the arc. But this is a really, really good discount. I believe it is a pace up spot, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so they're 3 points allowed. They're 352nd, which is terrible. I mean, there's only like 360 teams in the league. Plus, he gets a pace up spot here. So I got both of these guys potential going over. I'm leaning more towards Ace in the 16.5 points. I also like his 24.5 points plus rebounds. I was kind of waiting to see if they would move his points back down to 16.5 before hopping on that. But as a hedge play, I think Dylan Harper, 22.5 PA, very solid. Ace is going to have more of the rebound upside, and Dylan's got more of the assist upside.
I cannot say it better than you, sir. You've gone over everything that we've seen all season with Rutgers. They're fun to watch. That is a completely different thing than watching for turnovers. Watching Rutgers play in a game like this too, and they really surprised me in the last game and got the win. I forget who it was against. UCLA? Was it UCLA? No, it was the game after that. Was it UCLA? Okay. Yeah, them beating UCLA. That's right. They came back in the second half. That was surprising. That's a really interesting thing to see how they do moving forward. So this is another big game today. Harper's not sick anymore, so they should be top Rutgers today. So it's going to be fun to see what they do. And Ace being at 16.5 when he's the scorer on the team is pretty low. So I like that.
Yeah, it just feels like another one of those moments where we're catching something that's back on the, positive regression, and now we're getting him at a discounted line as well. He's actually had more of his true season metrics on the road too. So, for you home road fans, just kind of another little notch in the belt of, positive things for him.
Yeah, I feel you. So you did Wolf, Bailey, Garcia. Who else you got on there? Gillespie?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, we talked about these guys. So I'm waiting on the Northwestern props to come back, so we can talk about Gillespie real fast. Big Jacoby and his under 2.5 turnovers. Maybe that's a good thing if they're going to be pulling props for Northwestern, because I really like Jalen Leach, as you can see, his 2.5 turnovers under, and we'll talk about that here in just a minute, but I don't know why somebody major has to be like a random Q tag, like Brooks or I can't remember his teammate Nick. One of those two guys has to like have a Q tag or something weird. There's no way they pull the whole board or the whole team. All right, we'll circle back to that regardless.
Cool. I was gonna do a little Twitter search over here while you're looking. See if I can figure it out.
I haven't seen anything all day, so you got me there. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for that to come back, so essentially we got the same thing on both sides of the ball here. We have two teams that cause no turnovers. I'm looking for Jalen Leach at under 2.5, but this might be pending some kind of weird injury news. But for Gillespie, his under 2.5, honestly, it looks even better, or it looks more appealing, like he could have these turnovers with these recent performances, but these were just, high up pace games. This is a huge pace down spot for this team as a whole. It's like a night and day difference. So got to love the fact of that, and the fact that he's really more of a spot up shooter. He's only a secondary playmaker. Some of these games in particular, like against Oregon and Washington, his on-court matchup was a little bit more difficult and some really, really high stock guys that he was playing against. This matchup, not so much. I mean, Jalen Leach doesn't have many steals. He's had a couple more in the last 2 games, but so far on the season, I mean, you can pencil him down for just a steal, honestly, at best. So outside of these 2 games, I'm not really worried about that. And 2.5 is just honestly a little too high. He only averages, 1.6 turnovers on the season. That's for Gillespie. He only averages 1.6 on the season. So, they're adding basically a full point tax on that. And, pace down, matchup-wise, like all that, it just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So, unless we get some kind of weird injury news, honestly, I really, really like this for, all those reasons.
Unders. We love unders.
And it's an under. Yeah.
Yes, unders, man. That hit rates for unders are crazy. Hi, youngin.
No. All right, I've talked for a little bit. Let's get caught up on some comments.
Well, we have to give it up to the man. Youngin has graced us with his presence lately. We love it. We love it. He is first. So, got to give it to him. Where's Sean, though? Where's Sean? Where's Ian? Like, Youngin's just coming in whooping some ass. C-Dot came in second yesterday, but man, Youngin's on fire right now. All right, cool. I'm glad he's around. You saw him in the Discord yesterday, too. And his first question for you is, or comment, I could say, because this is one you're already on. Dawson over fantasy. You guys are on the same page today. And look at his next one. Ace Bailey over 16.5. You guys are on the same page. All right, here's one. PJ over PR.
PJ, is that college or
I'm thinking, I was guessing it is PJ Haggerty on Memphis, since he is going today, and he is the star of the squad. And we were talking about, what are you thinking? PR is interesting, huh? Instead of just the points.
Yeah, man. Honestly, so this feels like the same. I believe we had this same question the other day when we were talking about actually Gillespie and Youngin brought up Queen's points. So funny enough, they both ended up clearing too. So we both were able to hit that and get there on both of those props. But this honestly feels like the same situation. So I liked a little more personally Tyrese Hunter from that team and on that side of things for the 14.5 points. But I totally get it, man. I totally get it. I was looking at him as well for this particular matchup. So let me say it's a great scoring matchup. I think this is honestly low-key one of the best games on this slate, and you could probably stack up a lot here. But Haggerty, man, he is so high. 21.5 is probably the highest he's been all season. So, we are taking that risk on with it. I do like his rebounding upside. I'm right there with you. And honestly, even the 4.5 rebounds, I don't think is a bad play. But 26.5 is a little high. You're still asking, honestly, for at least 22 points there. So, the points would still be the best route. I would say, honestly, if you can find him at 19.5 for a better payout than this, maybe consider doing that. I don't think many sites had him for that. Yeah, see 1.4. That's kind of crap. I don't mind either or, man. I'll be honest. I'm kind of split between the two. Like I said, I'm leaning a little bit more towards Hunter, but I think Haggerty, totally fine play. Honestly, he might even go down just as a hedge play here for us.
And this is what I was talking about before. Like, we have these fantasy sites and we have these other books that have college props. But if you want to take advantage of making money as your main goal, I think it's important to look into doing some alts when it comes to these kind of plays, especially on these type of days where there's not too many things going on that you love as far as just straight props. But if you have a site, or you can get a site that you can alt Haggerty's points down and take Memphis money line, it gives you about the same payout as trying to hope for him to score 21, 22 points. So it does help in that regard. if you guys have FanDuel or you can get on some offshore sites now, shit, man, you're into crypto these days. It's not that crazy of a thing, and man, it's another way to make some money. I just wanted to throw that out there when we look at these type of plays, because it's a little bit reaching when you try to say I need 22 points from them, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get it, but.
And that's honestly just kind of, where I was at with him. Like, I think he's got it in him, no problem.
Hold on.
Pause.
Okay.
And I didn't say it was stuck in him. It's just he's got a minute. He got it in him.
Pause.
Wow. Okay. On to the next.
Yeah.
Because, God damn it. Youngin says he likes... what were you going to say? I saw you over there thinking.
No, I hate that they put a tax on his PR itself. Because, I mean, this should be... I really wish they had it at 25.5. I mean, you were asking for 5 rebounds, which it's good. It's a really good rebounding spot. So I think he's definitely got potential to get there on that. Just that damn tax, man. That's the only thing.
AOD said, wow, and I know why. AOD always catches the pauses. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, any college players you were looking at, throw them in the chat for E. We got some time here to go over some questions. And also, if you haven't hit the like, we'd appreciate it very, very much, so we can get some more college basketball lovers up in here. There's 14 likes so far. We're trying to get to 25. That has seemed to be our number. When we get 25 or more, we all have good luck on our bets. So it doesn't take that much time. Just hit the like for us, and it will help us very much, very much. All righty. Big Youngin likes Dylan over PR. I know you liked his PA. Yeah. You liked his PA on your list there. So what do you think about the PR?
I think honestly his rebounding upside is kind of inflated at the moment. I mean, we did see him come back down and play more of a traditional guard role this last game. So I think honestly he's got more of a spike potential for the assist upside than anything, especially if we think that if we think Ace is getting hot from 3, then he's going to be obviously kicking it out to him. But the rebounds are a little on the inflated side, mostly just from these 2 games that he had right here. I mean, these are wildly, I mean, you might as well add 2 extra games on the game log here from just that. So outside of that, let's look and see. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Yeah, you can see it on the bottom of the screen there. He only averages
so inconsistent.
Yeah, I mean, at best 4.8 rebounds without those 2 games. So wildly inflated coming off of those 2 things. Can he get there? Sure. I think it'll be more off the back of, just raw scoring and points, but they left him pretty appropriate. Like that discount for him. I mean, he averages just almost right at 20 points anyways, so he's not really discounted. They pretty much just put him right back to his normal. Because remember, he was 15-5 last game, so the fact that he's at, 19-5 now?
Well, they were like, okay, we know what he can do now with being back off being sick, so he was 20.5 before he got sick.
Let's see. Yeah, so he was at 18.5, so he's definitely more appropriate, not like discounted per se, but I mean, even the 17.5 for Ace, man, that just seems really, really low.
Okay. Danny C has an interesting one. I'm going to jump to that. He just put it in here. He says, Javon Porter under assists. I'm interested to see that, because if you're peeking around for some under assists, you must have a pretty good reason why. Let's see what that's looking like. 2.5's not very damn high, but maybe he's just not gonna get any today. Those are those ones where you gotta basically, people say sweat. You gotta sweat these. He gets 1 assist. You're like, oh god, he only needs 2 more. Oh man.
Well, this was one of the games they didn't have up on Outlier, which is kind of annoying.
Oh, that is weird.
Let's see. Yeah, this guy's not much of a playmaker. I mean, he's just got a couple sprinkled spike games in here.
Why
but
did he get those, you think,
let's
in those
see.
games? There are certain reasons, you think? For the way
That's
he
what I
got
want to
8?
see if there's a.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely taken a little turn for playmaking more. So I'm just curious to see what's going on with that.
I'm looking at him over here, too. I like when they're talking about how they smoke their weed in here. It's nice. Dot says backwoods barf emoji. Youngin doesn't like that because Youngin says, got my backwoods lit. My dog E and underrated. And then Dot says, backwoods puke. I like it. You guys are funny. Oh, and then you wrote after that? I didn't see that.
Yeah, I was in there chit-chatting.
You started talking basketball. They were talking how they smoke weed. Hey, Eric's here. What's up, bro?
Yeah, what's up, dude? Can you take a gander at this defensive matchup?
Yeah. Who we looking at again? Loyola Marymount. Okay, let me see.
Yeah. Oh, hell, I could probably even see it here.
It's cool to reference both because it's a little bit different. Let's see. What you got?
Pepperdine looks like they're pretty middle of the pack. I mean, nothing special as far as defense. I want to say this was a pace up spot for this team. No, neutral pace. Okay, so no pace up, neutral pace. The game total is like somewhere in mid 140s.
This is Loyola Marymount and Santa Clara? Or am I looking at it
No,
wrong?
Pepperdine. It should be Pepperdine in Marymount. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I'm tripping. Shit. That game got postponed. Yeah, it's Santa Clara.
Okay. I was tripping too. I was like, wait a minute. Pepperdine? Let's see. So Santa Clara looks like they're about
Same
average.
pace.
It looks like they're both about average. Marymount looks a little slower. Santa Clara a little better on defense. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that dude. Why would he get 8 and 9 in some of those games? It's weird. That's the only thing.
Well, some of it could definitely be from this inefficient offense. I mean, their offense is pretty putrid, so I'm sure he's got a low conversion rate, if anything. But I mean, he is the secondary. Well, he's like a third, but I would say tied for secondary playmaker. So I mean, it's Will Johnston is their main guy, and then Porter, and then you got midday off the bench.
Ranks is here. I'll tell you that. He says, "No way! I almost slept through this entire alarm." Bro, come on, bro.
No.
You gotta get your life together, Ranks. Come on, man. Make sure that alarm's working, bro. Youngin's bringing an NBA question in here. I don't know if I like that, Youngin. Nembhard over RA. No, it's not
talking about
NBA.
Little
It's
Nembhard?
It's not
Yeah.
NBA. I love you again, Youngin. I should have known. I forgot he was playing today. I was thinking bunk Nembhard because I played him yesterday with Hallie out and he shit the bed. Bastard.
His PRA was pretty damn low. I definitely noticed that earlier too.
That's actually interesting. I haven't looked enough at Gonzaga yet. We're looking at Ike too. Or I don't know how do you pronounce it? Is it Ike? I don't freaking know.
EK? Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, he likes his PR also.
It's a pretty healthy game total. I mean, 150.5 is pretty nice. I want to say it was a bit of a
Oregon
more difficult
State's
matchup.
Yeah, Oregon State's not really a team to laugh at.
She getting that toy?
Oh yeah, she's sitting here like, "What are you doing, bro? Get over here and play with me." But what I'm seeing is the tempo on Oregon State is low as fuck. Like they're super slow.
Yeah, they're getting the pace up here. It's a big pace down spot for Gonzaga. So I think two things. One, the pace down spot and a really difficult matchup. I mean, this is a very, very tough matchup. So let's, at least be real about that. But I think it is still a very favorable line. The only thing I worry about with him is like from his PRA, a large majority of the ceiling performance we get from that is coming off the back of these scoring upsides. So, I mean, you can pretty much pencil him down for 10 points, but even sometimes that is kind of a stretch to get over or past. Not a good scoring spot. I think, this dude is good for like 1-3 a game. So he's going to have to be getting to the line a lot, or you're going to be really relying on this rebound spike that he's been having, which I would almost argue to say that would be worth taking outright for like some of his props. But really, really tough matchup, man. I don't know. Like, all this stuff looks good, but these are a lot easier matchups. Like, these aren't any elite. This one against UCLA was, but we know that's a massive pace up. And yeah, these are nobodies. So a lot of mid teams, but I get it. I mean, it's a favorable line, but it's not a good matchup.
What about Graham? I looked at Graham a little bit yesterday. I do think he's getting more playing time.
Oh, he said it's his RA, not PRA.
Yeah, his RA.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, yeah, my bad then if I misheard that. Yeah, the RA I could totally fuck with. I mean, this dude's been almost a double-double threat just from his assist. We played it a lot during this stretch here, and then he kind of tapered off a little bit. But, yeah, I'm totally down with the RA. Just, again, more difficult matchup.
And slow as hell. What about Ike? Ike PR? It is just high in this matchup. It's probably the same idea, right?
Yeah, he's definitely been adjusted. I mean, this rebounding prop for him has come up a lot. I know he's been really getting after it, but you can kind of see these back and forth night and day performances. Even in this close game where he did play 31 minutes, he still only had 5 rebounds. Very efficient scoring. I mean, for me, I've always targeted the points upside, and I'm laughing now thinking back to whenever we played him at 11 and 12 and a half at the beginning of the season. Mm-hmm. So he has definitely come up a lot from that. The PR I can see, I'm sure they have a tax on it. I don't even have to look at that.
Yeah, they're adding 8.
He's not bad. I would probably just take his points straight up, man. If he's out there cooking, it's from the field usually. And this 19 rebounds, that'll never happen again.
I like when Youngin says, "Trust me, E, he gon' cash." He said, "Whoever's going for the Rams Sunday, we can bet my Eagles are taking the W." What's the spread in that game? Do you know? What are the Eagles favored by? You giving up? Are you giving some odds on this play, Youngin? Because that's not really a straight up play. Now we know the Eagles are favored.
Yeah, 6.5.
So plus 220 for the Rams. I'll bet you 10, Youngin. You give me 25 if I win. I'm down with that. AOD says, "Wow, pause." Javon Porter under assists, said Danny. What's up, Danny? And he says Carlos Stewart over assists. Y'all are pulling him out. Carlos Stewart over assists. Santa Clara now. I'm going to try to find Alpha Ball under points maybe. If I can get it altered up to like 15.5. San Francisco's money line today too.
Oh yeah, no, I like San Francisco a lot, dude. They've been shutting it down.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one other team too that I was pretty high on. FanDuel's got all the extra games on here. I gotta go back through it. I actually had it brought up on DK earlier, but let's look at Carlos.
Okay.
It's 2.5, right? Yeah, 2.5. Yeah. Carlos is not bad, I believe. Did we just look at this? Yeah, it was a neutral pace, so not getting any kind of pace up there. Or was this a pace down spot, actually? 181. Sorry for short-term memory here.
No, you're good. It's a little bit of a pace down, I think. Oh, he's on Loyola Marymount. Oh, my bad. It's the other way around. It's a little bit of a pace up spot, actually.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely been shooting the ball a lot more lately. So, I mean, this guy's at least got the ball in hand a lot more than what he was kind of during this stretch in the middle of the season. I do like that. I mean, the fact that his usage rating continues to climb just means they're running more plays through him as a whole. That could be a pretty sharp look. I mean, he's looked like a totally different player, honestly, since basically the middle of December. I mean, that assist rating's come up to closer to 3.7, so that looks pretty good. I mean, also though, it is coming off of a couple of steals, so do keep in mind of that. You know, he had three steals here, 4 assists, 2, 3, 3, 4. So some of that could be correlating directly with that. You might be sweating a couple steals from the guy. He doesn't have a fantasy line, does he? Probably not. If he had a fantasy line, that'd be pretty interesting. I would say also don't sleep on his PA as well. 15.5's a little low.
Oh, you're liking it.
Guy's been shooting.
You're liking it.
Yeah, I was looking at this game earlier. I was a little annoyed that Outlier doesn't have any of the stats up for it. So it's kind of hard to look into more of the defensive matchup.
That's weird.
Hoping they drop it.
So Santa Clara is favored by 5.5, and a pretty average total. Yeah, I mean, his lines look good, right? If you look at his game logs, you're like, actually, it's not bad.
They do, absolutely.
Danny C's not playing. Danny C be coming with him. Youngin says RAE, not PRA. Yeah, we got you, bro. And he says it's a bet underrated. Oh, shit. I have a better idea. Instead of 10 for 25, let's do spread. I bet Rams stay in the game. How about that? I don't want to do that money line thing because then I don't want to take your $25 if you lose. You're already going to be mad that you lose. But if I take Rams plus points, what are the Rams? How many points do I get, Youngin?
They were 6.5 point underdogs.
6.5? Take that, youngin. Take that one. Take that one straight up. Big $10, buddy. $10. Rams plus 6.5. Tell me if you like that one. Danny C says Julian Reese under rebounds. Under rebounds. I always am interested if someone found an under rebounds one that looks interesting.
Yeah, let's take a look at his just kind of season-long stuff. Now, I will say Derek Queen has definitely been stepping up lately. Let's take a look at Big Reese. He's a little scary. We did play him last game, and he absolutely crapped the bet on us. So, that's definitely a concern. He still had 8 rebounds and played less than 30 minutes. This dude is a double-double threat, so that's a little scary. A little bit over 50% hit rating. That one's a little scary, man. I'm not gonna lie. I could see him ending the game with 8 rebounds or 10.
Yeah, there's a sound for that.
Pass.
It's just a little scary because that's the only thing he's done consistent all season is the rebounding. So, do I think the line's a little high? Yes, but is it warranted? Probably. I mean, that's a lot of 10s in the mix.
Youngin says 6 bet. No, Youngin, 6.5 bet. That's what I said, 6.5. I want that half. Okay. That's the end of the questions. If anyone's in there who has any more questions, jump them, throw them up in there. Today's slate isn't the best of slates, I will say, after we look through it, but this last week's been amazing. Yeah. The week before was amazing. There's always a couple days that aren't the best, but definitely found some bangers in there. Those turnover ones, I'm interested to see how those go.
Should be fun. I guess they're not. Oh, wait. Did they finally start adding them back? Yay.
Yay!
Well, they slightly fixed the payout here. I mean, it's technically better by 1 point than it was earlier. This Jalen Leach under 2.5 turnovers was another play pretty high on today. So now that he's back, we can actually talk about him. 2.5 just seems honestly like such a stretch. This is way over his season average. I mean, as you can see, he had these 2 more recent games that he had 5 turnovers. But if you take away that on the season, so with this, he's closer to a 1.8 1.8. But if you take away the 2, he's closer to a 1.4 average on turnovers. And this team is not causing any turnovers. I mean, damn near bottom 10 percentile of turnovers caused per game. So Leach, he is a secondary playmaker, and in these last couple games, you can see that he has been playmaking more. So thus, yes, coming with the turnovers, but he's definitely more of a consistent shooter. He is a spot up shooter and secondary rebounder, but 2.5 turnovers just seems so high for him. And I mean, on the season, not really doing a whole lot of that. So this environment, I think, is going to be pretty solid. And as we saw with Gillespie, he also doesn't cause that many turnovers. And yeah, this feels like a really high line. So we are going to go under this one as well.
I like that. I do.
Okay, and then real quick, we had just 2 more plays that I want to talk about. They were on parlay, but you can also now get them on Underdog, so it kind of saves us a little bit of back and forth. But one of them, it's from this game, sorry. One of them was going to be Tyrese Hunter, this 14.5 points. We talked about him earlier. I think it's a real favorable line for him. He averages 15.5 on the season. It is more of an up spot in the scoring in particular. So, again, him or Haggerty looking for these, if not both, but at least one of these guys should definitely get over their points today.
Hell yeah.
And then last one, Big Mashburn. He has just been absolutely wrecking face all season. I mean, this dude is just a bucket. It's so crazy.
Wrecking face? What does that mean?
Wrecking.
I reckon.
Oh, no, did I close out of that? I had a tab open earlier, and I guess I closed it out. Boo.
I reckon you did. Face reckon?
I reckon. All right, so the 19.5 is definitely the play that we want. Yeah, this dude's just a walking 20 bomb. Does everything as far as scoring for the team. I mean, the entire team is just him. They are back at home, coming off of a road game against Rice. They barely won in almost a buzzer beater fashion. Really good matchup. You can see 242nd most points allowed. He doesn't really shoot a lot of threes, but I think they're giving him pretty good credit for the threes made here. But yeah, I mean, 19.5 points, just way too low for this guy. I think there's a good game stack that we could have between him, Haggerty, and Hunter as well. So any of those guys.
I'm with it. I like them all too. That game will be fun. So we got that game, and then you talked about Wolf. You talked about all the turnovers.
Yeah, I think we talked about it. All the plays that we got here so far.
Okay.
Yeah, that was everything on the list. So looked pretty straightforward. That was gonna be it for, I think, all the plays and everything. So not the greatest of slates, but I think today's got a pretty good, decent value and some stuff that we can definitely work with.
Yeah, I'm excited to lock in the turnover plays and see what happens. And then I like the Hunter play for sure at 14.5. Bailey should get 17. Yeah, I mean, those are not a lot of plays, but they feel solid. Not mad at it.
All right, man. Love to hear it. Was there anything else that you want to talk about or had on the radar?
I don't think so. I mean, there was the under Brooks, but I raised it up to 19.5, and there wasn't much that stood out today, to be honest, besides the stuff that you already have up there. So I'm just gonna, chill. If stuff doesn't jump out, I don't have to bet necessarily extra. So I'm just gonna chill. I won a lot of money, man, already, so I'd rather just keep the money than give it back. I don't need to
Right,
find
right.
plays. Yeah, I can chill. I'm good. If there's not as many plays, I'm happy. I'm fine. Just keep it moving. Watch basketball.
Sounds like a plan. All right, y'all. Well, before we head out here, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, we appreciate you guys hanging out and chilling with the fam. We're on that road to 1K, so hopefully we're going to get that here in the next week or two. Super excited about that. And make sure you guys are in the Discord, checking out links down below. 7-day free trial still running. Get in there, win some stuff, have some fun. Underrated Big Dog, I appreciate it, man, as always.
Yay!
Good luck tonight, y'all. And we will see y'all back here tomorrow. Peace.